Had a weird pop up when I went live. That was weird. Jason first. Lucky seven second. You guys can hear me okay, right? Let's get make sure I got volume up. Andrew, how you doing? Um, all right, yeah, we'll give it a minute or two, I think. Red, how's it going? How is everybody doing tonight? Let the notification go out. Blonde, how are you? Well, there. Not doing too bad. Not bad. Went out, worked for a few hours today. It's pretty decent considering it's a Tuesday. How you doing, Red? Rob, what's going on? What do you have for dinner? I think pork chops. Pretty sure pork chops after the live. Heather, how are you doing? Thomas, what's going on, man? How you doing? Happy first day of summer slowdown being over. Yeah, it should be over with. I would hope. Usually it's that after Labor Day. By the time Labor Day happens, most everybody's back in school and people are getting back into their routines. So, and all those teachers and everybody that were working during the summer are now back teaching. So, been trying to get struggle. Yeah, Andrew, it'll take a while to get back caught up, but you will. Charlie, since I found you a taco truck in your neck of the woods, I expect to see tacos in your hand next Tuesday. I might have to see how the cell reception is in that spot because I looked and there's actually Battlegrounds got this cool little like concrete slab, like a quarter of a block for all these food trucks. So cool thing of them to do, and yeah, I just need to make sure there's decent cell service down there. So we'll just do a we might do a live down there. Yeah, Andrew, the algorithm doesn't help either. Juan says Taco Tuesday. Don't forget that voodoo though. I'm actually tonight not drinking voodoo. I'm drinking now. I got this mostly because of the label and the fact that it's got Sasquatch on it. But Symphonic Chronic IPA. It's pretty good. Loving the haircut. Oh, well, thank you. That's mostly just hat hair. Pretty pretty much just yeah. I'm due for a haircut actually. Presley, how's it going? So sick of ramen noodles. All we've been eating. Yeah, ramen noodles would definitely get old. Get some cans of chicken you can throw in there. Just like the cans of tuna. I don't know how tuna would be in there, but I was in shock, but you saved yourself with a big. Like I said, I had to try it just because Bigfoot was on it, and it's actually it's a really good beer. Ryan, how's it going, man? I will get you emailed back after the live. I just saw your response, and I need to double check the dates, so don't count me out yet. But I know you gotta get everything scheduled, so let me see what I can do. Warren, how's it going? There's a whole bunch of food truck pods in the metro area. That's really cool that these places do that. Just throw out some concrete slabs so people can pull up with their food trucks. It's pretty cool. Got a used car with payments and couldn't make payment. Came today. It's on my. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. So, were you not able to DoorDash with that car, or was that the car that got wrecked? I'm confused. It happens quite easily. Jason can dress up ramen noodles. That's some pretty good ones, putting stuff in them. I've seen some videos. Some people get really creative. Appreciate that, blonde. Ryan says no problem. Thanks for replying so quickly. You know how my ADHD goes. I looked and thought and didn't, and yeah. So Mike and Bear, how's it going? Kicked me off for customer lying, said never arrived, which was a lie. Well, supposedly DoorDash has made it easier to dispute in the app. I don't know how that works. I haven't had to yet. Fingers crossed. Doing well, Mike. How are you and Bear doing? Demon, how's it going? What joint am I thinking? Oh, what drone? I'm looking at like the DJI Mini 3. To fly it itself, you don't need a license or anything, but apparently to put any drone footage on YouTube on a monetized channel, you have to have a license. So I guess I get to go get my pilot's license at some point. Where's the pup? Ruby is in the other room. But she might make an appearance. Andrew, yeah, I feel like if you disputed though, if you kept trying to dispute at some point, like I know other people have gotten deactivated and never mind. Here's the pup. My mom must be watching. Hi, Ruby. Hey, up here. She's not a lapdog. Although she'll try to get on your lap. Hi. Come here. Come here. Ruby. Come here. Hey, no. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. People want to say hi to you. Come here. I'm not trying to pick you up. Come here. Hey, come here. Right here, over here. Oh, to be a dog.
Okay. Come on. No. What? Come here. Ella. Sorry.
Ella's a head. She got into the Ella got into the pantry earlier and grabbed a bag of cereal and just started running around the house with cereal in there in her mouth. So don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, Mom. Um, Warren got a 2-star rating Sunday morning. By Monday morning, they'd removed it. Yeah, I got a 1-star the other day, and it took a couple days, and it just randomly went away. So got over 6,000 views, but no donations except one a few weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know how the whole trying to get donations thing, how that goes on YouTube. Um, I get those sometimes. Customers saying they never got the food. I always call support. They see the pic where I drop it off. I put the rebuttal in the dispute section of the contract violation deal. Yeah, that's basically all you can do. Although somebody in the comments a couple weeks ago said that they actually called the police on the customer. So I mean, I guess you could probably do that. Um, yeah, Ruby's a sweetheart. I get up in the morning, she greets me like, and she's my mom's dog, but she greets me like she hasn't seen me in a month, and then I get back from working, same thing. As soon as she sees me, it's like, oh my god, where you been? Where you been? You saw me 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago, but no, she's a sweetheart. Or she Kool-Aid mains the door. Oh, Ella, yes. Did panhandling and nothing, so yeah, it's been super stressed out. Okay, so I don't often hand out money to people on the street. I just don't. On occasion, I do. Quick story. This happened probably, I would say 10 years ago, but I've been saying that for a few years. Probably about 15 years ago at this point. I was downtown Lincoln. I was going to meet a couple friends at a bar. And as I'm walking down, this homeless guy walks up to me and he's like, "Sir, I'm homeless." And I looked at him and I'm like, in my head, I'm going, what gave that away? But nice, respectful guy. And he's like, "Sir, I'm not going to lie to you. I just want a beer. Could you spare $1?" I ended up giving him 5 and told him where the dollar draws were at. I mean, he probably already knew where they were at, but like, just that blunt honesty, and he made me laugh. So, Andrew, maybe add some humor. Um, I don't know, make somebody laugh while they're in their car or something. Scotty, how's it going? Ryan, good girl. Ella, we like cereal. Yeah, except Ryan, she will eat. She's destroyed like, I think three pairs of shoes. She has ate multiple pairs of like reading glasses. She may have ate a debit card. there's a certain point in the evening that something in that dog's brain just flips, and it's seafood. When she loves seafood, and I'm not talking SEA food, I'm talking SEE food. If she sees it, she's gonna eat it. She's gonna try to. That dog, I don't know what's going on. That dog will just eat whatever and everything. Should have captured the cereal fiasco on video. I actually, Jason had an idea, and mostly because was looking at GoPro accessories. They've got a GoPro mount that you can put on your dog. I'm thinking about putting it on Ruby, just to get a dog's perspective. Ryan, you did your 4,000th DoorDash delivery this morning. What does that mean? That probably means that DoorDash wants you to keep working. At some point, you'll probably get an email from them going, "Happy Dash anniversary." I think Dashing Womble got that last night. And it was basically DoorDash just saying, "Congratulations on doing DoorDash this long. Keep up the great work." And the way I took it was, "Thanks for making us money. Now go out and make us some more." Drew! Oh, dang, man. How you doing? Hopefully better than you were yesterday. Got tip baited. Uber Eats, I'm going to assume. Missed the cereal. Oh, yeah, that happened just a little bit ago. Scotty says, so besides taking pics of receipts at restaurants now, we are now offered 50 cents extra for confirming all items. I do love how DoorDash takes away base pay. They continue to lower it, and then they give it back to you with incentives on doing more work. Kind of just tells me that they can afford to give us a higher base pay. In fact, I know they could afford to give us a higher base pay. I did an $11.46 Taco Bell order today. I think like $8 of it was base pay. Like I've never seen, and the order, I had to wait for the order. The order wasn't even ready. That high of a base pay at a Taco Bell just tells me that they can pay us more. They just choose not to. Versatile Clown, how's it going? Ruby, she is a German Shepherd mix. Not quite sure what she's mixed with. I know it's not a lab. I know it's not lab, but one of those shorter hair dogs. It's hard to tell what she's mixed with just looking at her because it's just like all German Shepherd. Amy, how's it going? Looking great, more, and you more being in your old new state, but Nebraska. Yeah, I come back to the motherland. Stacy, how are you doing? How's Jaden? Dogs are funny like that. They seem like you've been gone forever. Yeah, I'm just happier having a dog around. So being able to have a dog. I still want to get a wiener dog at some point. A miniature dachshund. Start a whole other YouTube channel, Adventures with My Wiener Dog. I think DoorDash would allow that. it's not taken already. Ryan, you big spender. Socks on Amazon. I gotta get some stuff ordered on Amazon, actually. Thanks for reminding me. I have a couple of gift cards I need to use. Here in South Dakota, our mayor actually put out a thing saying not to give money anymore to homeless. They went as far as taking the park benches away. Wow. In South Dakota? Yeah, they don't mess around up there. Ruby's a shepherd and Ella's a Bernadoodle. Yes, she must have on her head. I only laugh because it's probably true. Andrew, yes, I'm not joking. That guy, that homeless guy, well, honestly, it was the most honest guy. I couldn't help but, he asked for $1 and I gave him 5. It's like, dude, you're being honest. Most of the time, it's like, hey, can you spare some change? And they're gonna go get some alcohol. This guy's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I want a beer. Okay, here's 5. Your amazing heart brings some. Yeah, I still gotta get banana bread made. They call it the tough love. So now they're saying just give money to all the shelters around the area that help the homeless versus the homeless themselves, and they can just go there. Well, yeah, I mean, unless some of those homeless people have been kicked out of the shelters for whatever reason. I don't know. I know at least in Nebraska, it's probably the same way everywhere. There's a small percentage of homeless people that choose to be homeless. Um, it's all tax free money. Like I know there's a guy in. I heard lots of stories about him from people I know, restaurants, even a couple cops. That this guy he'd make like $150 a day, cash, tax free. Plus, people give him food, so he never had to pay for food if he didn't want to, and he was living just fine. He was happy living on the streets. So DoorDash offered me $3 extra to try a customer's food and take a picture. Happy to. Hey, sometimes we got to make sure that the food's all right, especially if it's from somewhere we haven't ate ourselves. Violet, how are you doing? Charlie, you're the best person ever and the kindness of all. Thanks for being who you are. You got me going out here in Florida. I don't know about the best person ever. Might be one of the most sarcastic people ever, but I appreciate that. Me and Bear have been living in the van for 2 months. Now I can't panhandle for anything, just not in me, so I can't see walking up to someone and ask for money. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I would have a hard time doing it if I needed to. That's why I was telling Andrew a couple weeks ago. I would go out if I was homeless, if I needed money, and it's gonna take some work. It's just the entrepreneur in me, I guess. Uh, I'd go out and I'd like on a super hot day, I'd buy a case of water and for like $4 or $5, and I'd sell them $1 a bottle until it's gone, and wash, rinse, and repeat. Or candy bars. You still get those big variety packs of candy bars at places for So the candy bars are like 60, 70, maybe 80 cents a piece with inflation now. But go out, sell them for $2 a piece. You're getting something, they're getting something. Yeah, Ella loves shoes. Keep trying to tell her the only tongue she needs in her mouth is the one that's in her mouth, but she doesn't listen very much. Doing right now a DoorDash for Wingstop for $14.67 for 2.1. Wow. That's not bad at all. Make that money. Hopefully I'm not too far behind on chat. I probably am at this point. Leonardo's headed towards the bounce area. That's what's so confusing. Same with Instacart. Base pay is usually 4, but with Hy-Vee, aisle space is 8. Yeah, it's... I swear, DoorDash just... They throw a dart at a dartboard and they're like, oh, that's the base pay for this order. Because I've had base pay on like Safeway orders anywhere from $4.75 up to $16.75. Like, so I'm doing like and I would do it anyway because it's like $24, $25, $26 shopping orders. I'll do those anyway, but then I go and drop them off, and I'm like, both customers tip like crap. It's like this customer tipped $3. This customer tipped $4. Their total bill is like $200. I'm like, they're tipping like I'm picking up a restaurant order. And then I see the base pay and it's like $16.75. I'm still gonna do it, but it's confusing. We had 2 orders the other day. Both of them, the pay was like $13. Roughly the same amount of items and going roughly the same distance. The base pay on one of them was like $9 or $10. That customer tipped like $3. And then the other one, the base pay was like 6 or 7, and the customer tipped like 6 or 7. So there's no rhyme or reason. Did Ruby go to the mountains with you? No. Although I do have a pet car seat protector thing for the back, so she can jump in basically anytime she wants. Base pays 3 minimum on single order. Red, 14 months. Appreciate it, Red. Notice the base pay on DoorDash on everyone's videos are very low. They should give more, as much money they make. They really, yeah. But then they complain about markets in like Seattle, which the city council went overboard on the minimum wage for gig workers. But flip side, DoorDash did it to themselves because they just got too greedy. Yeah, they could definitely pay more in base and still make money. Heather did a $20 Safeway and it was all and it was all base pay? I have not seen that. I haven't seen it that high. Yeah, highest I've seen it is like $16.75. But Nathan, how's it going? New areas actually. Now that I'm not doing any earn by time, actually been going really well. No worries. I'm still vaping, but I'm on the disposables. And my skin, I've been using. What have I been using? Cortisone 10 with aloe, and it has apparently been clearing up my face to the point that I'm gonna have to go in to see a dermatologist and get rid of some of these spider veins. But even with the disposables, I'm vaping even less than I was my mod. So 2 bags should be here tomorrow. Can't wait. Also ordered the drink holder. Thought that was pretty neat. Oh, you're gonna love those bags. They're awesome. Miniature doc. Oh yeah, I love miniature dachshunds. We'd have to find a new intro that heavily promotes the sarcasm then. That's true. Try to go with the Bashan type small breed to dash bit darn food. Is about to be torn. Yeah, those Bashan breeds, I've seen some videos. They're like a Tasmanian devil. Rob, how's it going? I feel like I missed somebody's comment, but that's what I get for looking ahead on my other phone. Love how DoorDash offers me 30% for being platinum, but DoorDash also marks up food for 30%. So you can use the app and get it at cost. Or I could just not use the app and go pick it up myself at cost. I don't know. That's DoorDash logic. Okay, sequel, let's get lit. What's good there? What's the news besides me being right now in the halfway house? The weather's decent for the most part, although we're gonna experience Nebraska-like temperatures on Friday and Saturday. I'll be okay with it. Everybody else will be complaining. There is a bounce house place in Denver made specifically for adults. All right, I guess we're all going to Denver. Patrick, how's it going? I'm finally think I'm kind of getting caught up on comments, kind of maybe. How tall are you? You look tall. Well, it's a good thing. I'm glad I look tall because I'm not. I'm five. I'm just over 5'8". So I just walk tall and I move tall. When you're a kid and your dad is 6'2", you'll learn to walk fast or get left behind. So I learned to walk fast. So it apparently makes me look tall. I knew the camera could add like 10 pounds. I didn't know it could add a couple inches too. Never mind. Well, thank you, Bond. Yes, apparently I'm too humble. I still see ice cream trucks weekly, says Ryan. I would love to see. Hey, here's a business opportunity for anybody out there that can do it. I want to see an ice cream style truck for adults. Except I want like frozen margaritas. I want it. I want to see one if they already exist. If they don't, somebody do it for me. We don't have them in Iowa. I've heard one around here. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it. I've heard the music. I have family in Forest City, Iowa. I did see the ice cream truck, SpongeBob bars in the stores, but I can't afford the Sonic one. That's because Sonic is in theaters or coming back to theaters, so they just jack stuff up. Why did Harbaugh go to the Chargers? Or in English, the Moines. Mike, you're okay being a Cyclone fan. Blonde doesn't really beat up on Iowa State. Michigan State, don't get her started. I don't smoke anymore, but I can understand why DoorDash can drive someone to the bottle and take up smoking. Bardowski, how you doing? Good to see you. Wondering what they're gonna blame on us this year because they have new helmets now. They're not like the special helmets, are they? Austin, what's going on? Oh, hey. Since I'm slowly getting, holy crap, I'm about caught up on chat. This is cool. Until you guys pull it up again or I go on another random tangent down some rabbit hole. I've been down the rabbit hole so long the last couple of days that I forgot what it was called. Started calling it home. Stormy, how are you doing? But Austin, this is the beer I was telling you about last time with Bigfoot on it. Symphonic Chronic. It's from Deschutes. It's really good. It's really good. A lot of flavor. I think Bear's as small as I would want to have. Mike, what kind of dog is Bear? Again, I'm completely. My brain's flatlined. Thanks, Jason. Camera has a couple inches. Yeah, I'll leave that one alone too. Yeah. I'm a Michigan fan too. I can appreciate that. It's Ohio pudding we hate. Rabbits are cool. Are we talking like the animal, or are we talking like the Volkswagen rabbit? Because that's also kind of cool. They can now hear the plays that are called through the helmet. Oh yeah, that's brand new this year. So, Sarah, how are you doing? Yes, it is. It is a beer. Symphonic Chronic, Double Dank IPA. I mostly just had to try it because it's got Bigfoot on there. How are you doing though? I wonder where I could find one. I want that beer. I know I have not seen them in a 6-pack, only the 19.2 ounce tall boys. They should have a locator on their website though. It's Deschutes Brewery. And I've seen Deschutes products out in Nebraska, so I would imagine you can probably get some in Texas. Great, glad the rain stopped since there will be enough soon. That's true. The rest of the country will get snow, we'll get rain. I'll take the rain for the most part. Yeah. I'm living here, I don't really have a choice. Can looks cool. It really does. The whole Bigfoot logo is just, like I said, I had to get it. I got it for the logo, and I'm like, well, worst case, I don't like the beer, but the beer's pretty darn good. At Austin, if they don't have that, if you can't find that beer down there, I'll see if I can find a way to smuggle you one. Violet says, thankfully, I'm a KSU Golden Flash and not in the same conference as OSU, but hate because accused of being a Michigan fan until I see I'm Kent State. Sarah is already ready. Bear is an actual bear. Mike lives with a bear. Hail to the victors. Yes, I will. I will be rooting for Nebraska on Saturday. I rooted for him last Saturday, but for
Hey,
a Volkswagen Rabbit.
girl. Hey, can you finish up cutting up this watermelon knife with the wire can?
Volkswagen Rabbit. Volkswagen, the people's wagon, the people's car. It is like the Volkswagen Golf. It's basically the same kind of car, same car, same car, different name. I would think a beer with Bigfoot on it would be hard to find. God dang it, Red. Um, or probably all over that looks. Oh yeah, it's really good. If you like a nice, if you like a good IPA with a lot of flavor, um, this is definitely an IPA for you. Volkswagen Bug car was actually designed by, I can't say the name in a live stream. He who shall not be mentioned. Some yes. We have the rainy season in summer. Oh, and don't forget 2 weeks of winter, only spread out 3 or 4 days here and there. The name like mine, I have to like it even if I don't. Texas or Michigan this weekend? Nebraska. I gotta pick now. I know Blonde's going. You better say Michigan, but I will root on the cheerleaders for that game. It's like I do at Dallas Cowboy games. There for the cheerleaders. So I think at this point, most Dallas Cowboy fans are there for the cheerleaders because at least they're not a disappointment. Um, Arturo says thanks, Austin. Yeah, I have my teams, but I'm at the age, or apparently I'm at the mindset. I root on like specific players more than teams. I don't know if I had. Then it all depends if you have money on the game or not. I think the Texas Michigan game is going to be a very close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout one way or another. Oh yeah, beat up Rabbit. Yeah, there's not honestly there's not too many of them out there. Michigan and KSU have similar college colors or rivals. Akron. Yeah, isn't Arch Manning their quarterback? I honestly haven't paid attention. Scotty says I should contact Angry Grandma and go Bigfoot hunting with her and Jake. I'm actually working, and it's gonna this particular video is gonna take a while to do, um, or I may just end up splitting it up into multiple videos at this point. But I have actually become friends with some people that run the North Fork Survivors like gift shop and museum. They got a lot of stuff from the Mount St. Helens eruption. up there. Vehicles. They actually, I saw them last year, and then I saw them this last weekend, and they've gotten so much more stuff in. They got a lot of Bigfoot castings as well, but they actually, if any of you know anything about the whole Mount St. Helens eruption in 1980, there was an elderly gentleman named Harry Truman, not the president, that had the Spirit Lake Lodge, and he refused to leave. He's like, I've spent my life here, and if the mountain goes, I'm going with the mountain. Well, they recently came across a letter that Harry Truman had mailed, and it may be the last letter that he ever wrote, and it was actually the last letter that he mailed. He wrote it the evening of May 17th, 1980. It was postmarked May 18th, 1980, and that is, of course, the day that Mount St. Helens erupted. So to be able to see that letter, like, it gave me goosebumps. It was so cool. So I'm gonna end up doing a bunch of videos. I'm gonna do some videos working with them. There's a buried A-frame house on their property that's really cool. I don't know if I'll go in there. I may get a really, really long selfie stick for my GoPro and stick it in a window and go, hey, here, you can see on the side of the house. I don't know if I want to go in that house, though. But we're going to be working on all kinds of stuff for that second channel, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Marion, how are you doing? Came across your channel, dig your sense of humor, and you have the chillaxing vibe. I do very part-time gig work because I have a full-time job. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody told me the other day that I could put coffee to sleep. That is how laid back I am, which that made me laugh. That was actually a good one. I don't know how one could put coffee to sleep, but apparently I could. So hidden talent I didn't know I had. Jason's sooner born and sooner bred. Austin says no, Jason. Just kidding. I don't have a dog in the fight. Only so there should be an affordable car for the people. Hence Volkswagen, the people's car, the people's wagon. Folks, people. Joe, how's it going? Decided to pause my dash to say hey. Good to see you, Joe. How you doing? How is Lincoln? I love college sports in general. So fun to watch. It really is. The whole, oh, what is it? NIL, name, image, likeness thing. On one hand, I wasn't a huge fan of it when they brought it out, but on the flip side, I'm pretty sure the graduation rate has increased compared to the years before that. As they're getting paid to play, so why not stay in college and finish instead of jumping ship early and then going back and graduating later? I feel like the graduation rate might have gone up because of it. Have to deliver to the roll-offs from TLC and Battleground. Lori, I don't believe I have. I think my mom was telling me something about that. Is that the Little People family, or part of the family? Cheapest tickets to see Georgia Tech at Texas is $800. Dang, won't be going to that game. That is, yes, that is definitely insane. The Wabbit. Almost bought a Jetta diesel years ago. Nice little car. Yeah, Volkswagen makes fun cars. Probably end up getting a speeding ticket driving one. So it's the only reason I watch football is for the cheerleaders. Just saying, they never let you down. Well, for the most part, they don't let you down. Um, can you explain the dollar challenge and its origins? Henry, how's it going? Yes. So the dollar challenge is kind of something I came up with when I started it. I figured there had to be a way because I'm terrible. I'm generally terrible, or I was terrible at saving money. I don't like spending money. I'm just terrible at saving it. So I thought, there's got to be a way to get in the habit of saving money that doesn't take a lot of effort. And I was like, what happens if I take $1 for every delivery and put it into savings? $2. At some point, I decided to go $2 on shopping orders. But so $1 for per delivery, $2 per shopping order, just gets put into savings for unexpected things, vacation, emergency stuff like that. But it, I figured it was an easy way for me to do it, and so I started talking about it in videos that maybe if it works for me, it might work for somebody else. And I've had quite a few people tell me that it's worked for them and helped them out. So plus it makes it a nice little challenge if you want to stay out a little bit longer and do a couple extra deliveries. There's a couple extra bucks into savings. Really, at $1 a delivery, if you look in your checking account, are you going to miss that? Probably not. Red, message retracted. Okay, you retracted your own message. Okay. Thank you, Blonde. Speaking of Volkswagen, looks like they're going to make another EV version of the Volkswagen bus. That'd be kind of cool. Fly a drone in the volcano. Esteban, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Scotty, that would be great. I like some of the exploring and travel channels on YouTube. It's something for me that it really interests me, like stuff like that, history and just cool stuff. And I figure if you guys think I'm awkward doing DoorDash ride-alongs, which I am, it's very hard for me to get excited about something that most of us really aren't excited about. I don't know very many people that wake up in the morning and go, God dang, I love being a delivery driver. I love working for DoorDash. I enjoy delivering as a job, and I enjoy driving. I actually love driving. I mean, do you guys know very many other people that can go out and do gig work for like 70 hours in a week and then jump in their car and drive 1,600 miles in 2 days and be like, all right, back to work. I just love to drive. So I figure if I can do, and I enjoy doing YouTube, and I enjoy learning things and sharing things. So I was like, you know what? Let's try to do like a travel vlog channel and meet people and all that fun stuff. So That's that's the whole reason for starting the second channel. MKBHD recently did a review of the Volkswagen electric van. Tesla should do a van. They should do a transformer. That's what they should do. Marion says I work as an anti-fraud investigator for a bank, and sometimes it can be intense. So I need more chillaxing people like you. Well, I appreciate that. God dang, that sounds like a really interesting job. That I think that would be a really interesting job. Probably highly stressful at times. I want to buy an RV, but every time I see my favorite Matt's RV, I am more confused. Arturo, just try the van life. Get one of those Sprinter vans or whatever, and deck it out the way you want to. Pompeii, the volcanic eruption that buried the Greek town. It'd be cool to do international travel. I'd like to check that out. I wonder if sarcasm is a universal language. Anyway, because I failed Spanish itself 3 times. I actually caught on to German faster than I did Spanish, and I don't remember a lot of German. And you know that German and Russian are both very aggressive sounding languages. I mean, you could say, "Hi, how are you doing today?" in either Russian or German, and it would sound quite aggressive. So, I mean, just counting to 10 in German. Bring back the XFL. Sure, everyone's geared up after the chase glitch. Oh yeah. Well, God, right before, when I was looking to get my car, there was way to do all the paperwork old school, because somebody got into some program that connected all. I'm not sure if it was all auto dealerships or if it was just all like Toyota dealerships, but they had to shut everything down and go back to old school. So that made it fun. I got to experience what it was like to buy a car in 1995. Blonde, you don't know what the Autobahn is? Nobody tell her. She's got to look it up herself. Time capsule in the mountains sounds like. Yeah. All right, the Autobahn. There's no speed limit. Go fast or get ran off the road. Roll-offs were part of Little People Big World. Okay, yeah. Yeah, my mom told me something about that. Oh, don't worry, Harry or Henry. I'm trying to read 2 different names at once. Um, yeah, it was just really easy for me to, as far as saving, to get into that habit. Why don't I get an EV? Because I like paying for gas. And Kyle, no. Might do Acorns again, where they invest your digital change. Scoob, what's going on? just got recommended your channel. Fellow delivery driver, Amazon Flex, DoorDash, Grubhub, and Shipt. Really love your laid back approach. You remind me of myself. Well, I appreciate that. Sounds like you're laid back and sarcastic. So, welcome to the channel. Now I'm going to feel bad for tomorrow's video. On DoorDash, but I really do like working for Instacart. I don't know how many times a day, Blonde, I'm going into a grocery store. Oh, you doing Instacart? Actually, it's DoorDash, but it's pretty much the same thing, so. Hard to be fake enthusiastic when I do ride-alongs. I've had that monotone all day. I know, fortunately, no matter what, I'm sorry, I have sarcasm on my side. So I can be upbeat, funny, sarcastic, or I can be very deadpan, dry humor, sarcastic. The sarcasm just, it's going to flow. I just choose to direct how it's going to flow. What's the average check doing YouTube when you're starting off? Curious, because I am thinking of doing it. It really depends. And I'm not, I'll talk numbers, but it really depends. I know to get monetized, or at least when this channel got monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours of time. The pay is somewhere between, like, at least for me, it's between like $10 and $13 per 1,000 views. But then it also depends how long somebody watches a video. So yesterday, where's my tablet? Because then I can actually look it up. Let me grab my tablet and I'll try to explain better. Because I'm streaming on my phone that I have the YouTube editor app on. So. What was I looking at yesterday's video? So like yesterday's videos got, I think in the first 1,000 views, I made like $16. But my watch time was also up. So I've had videos that have gotten 2,000 views where I've made $45, and I've had other videos with the same 2,000 views where I've made like $20. So it really depends. Obviously depends on how much people watch, how long they watch, how much you upload. It really just depends. I've had months where I've had more views and made less, and I've had months where I've had less views and made more, so. Maybe at some point, you know, like, I'll be just being frank, I do not make more on YouTube in a month than I do doing DoorDash. On a good month with, what, almost 4,000 subscribers, I can make in, I think I made around 500 last month for August. So I mean, it's nothing to sneeze about. It's $500, but Cybertruck is an ugly transformer. It identifies as a trash can. Mike finally got off the waiting list for Instacart. Now waiting for the card, and I guess the welcome back in. If you have I know if you have an iPhone, I don't know about Android, but if you have iPhone, you should be able to download the digital card. You can shop at most places other than Costco. Enjoy driving. Been doing it for way longer than I care to admit. I miss the human interactions that were prominent before the app generation. Scoob, I couldn't agree with you more. I love driving, and but yeah, and especially after 2020, where all of a sudden everything was just, I'll leave it at my door, leave it at my door, leave it at my door. You know, when I see a hand a customer order or an alcohol order, I actually get excited. So I'm like, holy crap, I get to talk to a customer. The Optimus Tesla. Notice you only have the one video up on your other channel. I do. I should have. I'm working on other videos. And once the next video comes out on the second channel, which I will let you guys know when it does, um, I'm gonna have a couple other videos ready to go so that I can actually start putting out like a video a week, which was the plan initially, and then family issues and all of that in Nebraska, and then moving. I like being out here because for one, it's a lot less stressful. I can focus more on focus more on YouTube. So I'm just I'm focusing more on YouTube and doing DoorDash instead of how I was in Nebraska, where I was focused more on DoorDash trying to do YouTube. Sarcasm is definitely not universal. Some don't understand American. Yeah, that's true. CDK. Oh, okay, that's what it is. That's what got hacked. Beer can in the house. What's going on? Iowa is where Hy-Vee is from. Yes. Yeah. What? No speed limit? No wonder he designed it. Yes, he had to figure out a way to get away. Fast. Was too busy watching your live. I almost forgot to clock off my W2. Esteban, hey. I'll help you get some overtime. Just got an all offer Aldi 43.19 85 items. I would if I did accept it, I would be cussing and swearing the entire time. Would I take it to at 85 items in an Aldi? I'm going to assume that I'm probably going to be in that store close to an hour. So, depending how long it takes to check out, load everything up, and get both of the orders dropped off, I'd probably. I don't know. I probably wouldn't do it because I could probably, if I was like in Nebraska, if I was in Lincoln and got that, I would probably decline it, and I could probably do 3, 4, like $16, $17 shopping orders in that same amount of time. So instead of 43, I'm making between 50 and 60. So, and it's Aldi. I don't like shopping at Aldi. Would I take it if it was a Hy-Vee order? That I would probably do if it was a Hy-Vee. But Aldi, no. So sorry, Drew. Not the same thing. Instacart's better, even though I'm about to get so much hate for that comment. Hey, it's all right. Oh yeah, you're more luxury. Heather, request from Heather getting ready for bed. Is there any way you could bring the dog in so I could screenshot it, text it to her? She wants to see the dog. Violet, are you able to email me? I can email you a picture of the dog. It would probably look better. I need Diamond Cart so bad. Austin, how close are you to Diamond Cart? Happy Clam, how's it going? Do EBT and never get shopping? Yeah, no shopping on EBT. I only do EBT, aka community service, if I need to get my AR up or if I need to somehow keep it up. Blonde, yes. If blonde, you probably already answered Mike's question. But if not, can you or Austin explain Instacart for a newbie so he doesn't screw up? I haven't done Instacart in so long that I haven't seen a single Instacart offer out here worth taking. But if you could answer his question, please. No issues with Instacart other than all the fraudulent customers. 3 order batches for 100 items is not a good time. No, it doesn't sound like a good time. Sounds like I'd rather get my prostate checked with a cactus, but take a pic on the legit every single order, no matter what, if it's sent to customer. I know, I've been getting into the habit more and more of taking a picture, and I still forget. You guys see it, but I'll take a picture with my phone and then upload it to DoorDash that way. Or if I forget, I end up taking a screenshot of the picture that I used in the DoorDash app so that there's a record. You should sell merch. That's where the YouTube money is. Yeah. I do need to get stickers ordered. Declined at all stickers. That's what she said. Or Sith Lord and CEO Tony Shu. I'll take the DoorDash $30 orders for 20 items 3 days before those monster bet. Yo, yes. Keep on doing those sarcastic videos with a realism update. Today's problems. Will do, Scoob. Yeah, tomorrow's video, I kind of went a little Gary V. It was more like sarcastic motivation. But I don't think Diamond. Austin, Mike says you need longer videos. That is one thing doing YouTube that I will say is really difficult to kind of determine length of videos. I try not to ever have a video go over like 25 minutes, but sometimes they do. I try to keep them under 30 for sure. But I generally aim for like 20 minutes. Kaylee, happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Kaylee. Customer saying missed and damaged items, but when I was on Spark, not one complained at all. Which is crazy, Scotty, because you've got a lot of people that shop Walmart that I've seen, and I've heard from people that get tip baited, depending on the market, get tip baited a lot more on Spark than they do anywhere else. $60 for 20 items going 2 miles. Ooh, dang. There are quite a few Costco's around here. I mean, it is where I think it's Costco headquarters up in Kirkland. $500 extra money is great. Keep up the sarcastic work. Appreciate it, Scoob. Yeah, one thing with, but another thing with YouTube, if you're trying to do it or trying to do it full time, the difficult part I think initially would be you only get paid once a month. So when you get paid, say you have your channel monetized, but you get paid for views in August, you don't see until like the 21st, 22nd, or you won't see it until like the 21st, 22nd of September. So you're getting, take some time to get used to. Cash tips are way better lately. I've gotten a few. They come in spurts. I'll have like 3 or 4 cash tips in over like a period of 2 days, and then I won't see one for like 2 months. But I definitely enjoy the cash tips. Yeah, they'll probably open up some spots around Black Friday. They'll need all those drivers. Austin, the 2 really good Instacart orders I've got, they were like $60, $50, $60. I was legit. I was sitting in the Costco parking lot with Instacart on, and I was having a staring competition with my phone. It was the only way I got those. Scooby says my sarcasm often gets mistaken. Yours and mine. Sometimes people think I am just a royal prick, that I'm short or rude with people, and like I'm generally a pretty good judge of people and who I shouldn't be sarcastic with. So I've said stuff that if anybody else, most other people try to say it, or if I said it to the wrong person, oh, it's going to be very bad. But $40 80 items, you can kick rocks. I'll see $100 items at HEB for less than 30. Yeah. Some of those offers are so terrible they're not even funny. If they wanted cheesecake quarters, you'd be there 2 hours. Who knew cheesecake could be confusing? The confusing part's the picture. The picture shows like one slice of cheesecake. And that's where I was confused. I was like, oh, they want a slice of cheesecake. It was like the other day when I had the 40-pound bag of onions. Like, they don't sell 40-pound bag of onions. Contacted the customer and he's like, no, I just want like the 3-pound bag. Like, I didn't know if you were like making onion rings for the entire town. Violet, yes, the brashdasher at gmail.com. Yeah, that cheesecake thing though. And I want strawberry cheesecake or cherry cheesecake or a lemon raspberry cheesecake's really good too. Blonde says, what do y'all want to know about Instacart? Yes, the Instacart questions, ask Blonde. She'll be in the chat for maybe a little while. Have to replace the dual clutch in these Fords every so often. Shipped is better than Instacart, says Scoob. If DoorDash starts making us deliver weed, would you do it or not? Rob, I'm in an area where it's legal. I will change my name to the Hashdasher. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'd do it. You're less likely to get into an altercation with somebody who's partoked. They're partoking than you are delivering alcohol to somebody who's already intoxicated. I've delivered to plenty of people that were like Cheech and Chong level, and they don't get angry. I mean, maybe they can't figure out how to open up the fridge door, or that bag of Doritos just isn't opening. Maybe they get a little bit frustrated, but they're generally just laid back more than people who drink or that are actually intoxicated. So I feel like it would be actually just safer delivering the ganj than a pint of Jack Daniels to somebody who's already 3 sheets to the wind. Marion says good camera app is timestamp. Yeah, I know there's quite a few of you guys that use the timestamp app, and I probably would if I didn't do YouTube. There's a girl up here in my market who does nothing but shipped and it got to the point where she has the good tippers as text customers. So anyone else doing shipped is SOL. You know, there's a whole business idea for all of you. You deliver to somebody enough, you might say, hey, if you need other stuff delivered, let me know. We are independent contractors. Deliver cigarettes and booze. Weed isn't much of a stretch. Exactly, Ryan. And I don't do cash on delivery either. I have that turned off in the app. Wait, what did I miss? Deactivated over pickles? Scoob says tend to watch videos that are 10 to 12 minutes. Yeah, it's hard for me because I got a lot of you guys that are like 10 to 15 minutes. I get some that only comment if I do a video that's over 25 minutes. So trying to have that happy balance. And apparently if you watch me on 2 times speed, I sound like a normal human. Not exactly sure that that's a compliment, and I probably at that point wouldn't recommend watching me on 2 times speed. So I'm definitely not normal, whatever normal is. Never done anything like Instacart. It's just like shopping for yourself, right? Yeah, pretty much. Jason watches all your videos. Jason, I appreciate that. Thank you. Sylvia Issaquah. Okay. It's in the neighborhood. There's Kirkland brand, which is Costco's thing, and there's a Kirkland, Washington. So there's your bit of useless knowledge for the day. I also love shopping Austin because at the end of the day, I'm too tired to shop for myself. Thus, I go home with more money in my pocket. Antoinette, how are you doing? Your tips on DoorDash are helpful as I'm new to the DoorDash experience. Well, welcome. If you ever have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I do read all comments. Might take me a day or two sometimes, but I do read all the comments. And I'm not one of those content creators that, or DoorDash. Did I just call myself a content creator? God dang it. Okay, I guess I am. I don't like lecturing in my videos, so I just explain what I do, I explain why I do it, and then if anybody's got questions, feel free to ask. Steering competition with your phone. It really is. That's basically Instacart in a nutshell. I'm gonna use that one. Maybe I should add that as a sticker. That's a good bumper sticker. I'm not dead. I'm having a steering contest with my phone. The one short that got me was the one you made it sound like you. Anytime you get an order to a jail or a prison, yeah, I gotta. It's always fun when they actually let you out. I get along with those guys too. Not the well, I did get along with the inmates too. I did work at a prison for a very short time, so there was a lot of like when you work at a prison, it's very similar to being in prison. The only difference is the inmates go to sleep and you go home. Saw 50 Powerades for $8. It must have been a clearance. Kroger cheats though, they give you the whole aisle and the shelf number it's on. That's gotta be nice. I appreciate that, beer can. And if you guys want to see some really cool beer cans, go check out Beer Can's Instagram. It is freaking cool. The artwork and all of that on beer cans. I feel like this should be in the museum too, maybe in like 30 years. I worked at Costco for a year. The Instacart shoppers there sit outside in the food court waiting for orders to come in. Saw the same shoppers in and out of there all day, every day. I mean, when you can go in and you can eat, you got a hot dog and soda for $1.50. I'd sit there and eat hot dogs and wait for Instacart orders. Mike says my channel isn't big enough for monetization yet, but I'm not looking for it to be mine. It's just a channel of my journey. I mean, Mike, I did not ever start this channel out to get monetized. I vlog my day. People can relate. They can relate. And then it actually ended up getting monetized really quick. The metrics, the subscribers and the watch hours, and I'm like, okay. So I don't really do YouTube for the money. I do it because I actually enjoy doing it, and I think that's one of those things like don't do something for money. Do it because you like it, and the money will come. And that was in a book or something. I just do what I enjoy doing, as long as my bills are paid. Yes, Blonde, you are. Yeah, it is 9:30. Get to bed. Nah, appreciate you hanging out tonight and answering questions that I couldn't. Rob says the hash dasher. I love it. You'd be driving like Cheech and Chong. And now I'm going to have to go watch Cheech and Chong after this. But when I deliver alcohol, I'm dropping off enough to host a large party, 4 bottles in a couple cases. Makes it hard because they say you can't deliver if they smell like alcohol or show signs of intoxication, but you're giving them enough to create alcohol poisoning. They're obviously being safe. Yeah, that. And all of a sudden showing up to somebody's house and they open the door and they're intoxicated, and you're like, well, you're intoxicated. I'm not giving you this. Could create a dangerous situation for yourself. So, I mean, obviously use judgment, but at the end of the day, if you didn't deliver it to them, they're going to get in the car and they're going to get it themselves. At least they're being responsible enough to use an app, not get behind the wheel of a car, let somebody else who's sober do it. Scoob, I have no idea what a normal human sounds like. Finley, what's going on? Got any posters up besides Back to the Future? I have both the other Back to the Future posters I need to hang up, and my Ron Swanson Pyramid of Greatness. I need to get that hung up as well. I got to do. I went to the mountains instead of rearranged my room this week. I'm gonna have to take time to rearrange my room this week. One lady on a YouTube channel in comments said she takes pics of all receipts now and sends them all to customers. That way they can't say wrong. Order delivered for a contract by. But we're not supposed to send the. I guess not supposed to give the receipt to the customer. I don't know. Guess it could work. I mean, if it works for her. I guess that's just my thing. I don't tell other dashers what they should do or shouldn't do. It's what I do and what works for me. The amount of hate, though, that I get for taking my hot bag into a restaurant to pick up an order is crazy. Sylvia, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, this was long. This was a long time ago. Beer Can says I delivered Panera to a doctor at a prison out here. It's where the Boston Strangler was held. I want to get out there and vlog that too. Speaking of. Yes, the artwork on this can is crazy. Also, I don't see a problem with delivering the herbs if we can already deliver mattresses, alcohol, and adult pleasure items. That's very true. Mike, have a great night. You and Bear take care. Didn't mean to rhyme there. God dang it, I did it again. Yeah, you two have a good night. I'm going to try not to rhyme anymore. Sound like Dr. Seuss over here. Costco food court hot dogs are delicious. Oh, they are. And I mean, for them and Arizona cheese are like the only two things that have not been succumbed to inflation. Marion says, I won't be able to do YouTube. I'm camera shy and not brave enough. Marion, I too am camera shy. I know it's hard to believe. It's where some of the awkwardness comes from or comes out in videos. I was no joke, I was that child. I was that person's child in like preschool, kindergarten the little plays that they would put on stage for all the parents to come and see. I was that kid who started bawling because I thought everybody was looking at me, and I was the one that ran off the stage. I was that same kid. I got to the point, and some days it's harder than others, but I got to the point. I in here, you can insult me, and it just if you do it if you insult me terribly, I'm the sarcasm's gonna come out, but you can think bad of me, and it does not faze me one bit. I really don't care. And on YouTube at this point, you know what? You're helping me out. If you're watching me and you're trying to insult me or critique me or criticize me, you're watching my video. So you're helping the video get pushed out into the algorithm. So thank you. That's how I look at it. So and Marion, it has taken a lot of time for me to get mentally to where I'm at. But again, if I can do it, I don't do YouTube for the money either. I might never earn a cent vlogging. I just enjoy the content creation. Right, but on the not on the flip side, if you know you can do something you love to do and to make money at it, like I don't see anybody out here with the exception of like Mr. Beast and whoever else. None of us are getting rich doing YouTube if we're getting monetized. And like in the grand scheme of things, if I go out and I vlog a day and I come home and I edit the video and get it uploaded, that's a minimum of 2 hours. And with my current views, I'm making like 20, $30 a video. I'm definitely not making more than I am doing DoorDash, but I'm also using YouTube to get out of my comfort zone and get more comfortable being in front of the camera. And I'm slowly learning to speak English again. You do this so long full time, and then with 2020 happening, I spent a lot of time, probably an unsafe amount of time, by myself. So social skills kind of went down the toilet for a bit. I take my hot bag into every single order that I pick up. Yeah, the number of times that I get compliments on that from restaurant employees, just like, "Hey, thanks for bringing your bag in," especially the ma and pa shops, the smaller local restaurants. It lets them know that I actually care about their food getting to their customer. So, yeah, I take my bag in. I don't care. Then you get on a first name basis with the restaurants, especially the local mom and pop shops, and I've had them offer me drinks. Like, "Hey, you again? It's gonna be a little bit. You want a drink?" I'm all right. I appreciate them offering, but usually I'd be like, "Well, I'll take a beer, but I'm working, so I can't." Paul's Gig Space, how's it going? Think anyone can do YouTube, even awkward people you grow into it. Just be yourself. People like authenticity. They really do. and that's the huge thing. Just be authentic, be true to yourself. And there's a lot of channels. We'll say in gig space, there's a lot of channels where yes, people put their face on camera. Like I gotta have probably like 10 grand worth of dental work done, which is one reason I don't smile. Um, I also have to go see a dermatologist because I got stuff going on with my face. I still put my face on the camera, mostly because I've got, like I said, I've gotten to the point I really don't care what people think. Like, the fact that you can like insult me, name call me, whatever you want to do, it's not gonna phase me. It's really not. But there's a lot of other channels, and there's a lot of channels in the gig space, out of the gig space. You never see the person's face. You got the faceless dashers. Um, you've got, you know, you've got people that make videos not DoorDash related or anything. They do like a documentary style. They're able to get their creative out that way. So there's so many different types of channels and ways to make videos that you can either be in the video or not be in the video. You can either talk over, voice over, um, none of the above. Possibilities are endless, but if you're creative and you want to get into YouTube, highly recommend it. Just a good way to get your creativeness out. And I feel like some of us are, most of us have some sort of creativity. Like I got really, really good at doing photography. I can't draw a stick figure. Like I try to draw a stick figure, it looks like an amputee. Either the legs don't line up or the arms don't. I can't draw. I've tried to paint. Even the paint by numbers is difficult for me. But I was able to figure things and the aperture and all of that on a. So I think everybody's got a little bit of creativity in them, and it's just finding the way that you want to get it out that you're comfortable with. Well, we've covered a lot tonight. We've talked about a lot of different things. No way you're camera shy. I really am. You seem to be a good public speaker, the one who can read audiobooks to people just about your voice too. I think I'm able to, well, and I appreciate that. I think I'm able to get people to relax for the most. Somebody's always going to find you annoying. Somebody's always going to find me annoying, which is okay. And sometimes my calmness upsets people. It's okay. But yes, no, I when I started the channel, I was very much camera shy, and sometimes I still avoid looking directly at the camera when I'm talking, because then I'm like, one thing that helped is like because I use a GoPro, I had to turn off the red blinking dot on the front of the camera because that triggered something in my brain like I'm being recorded. Even though I'm the one recording myself. I don't know what it was. I was able to go in the settings, I turned that little red light off. Yes, the camera's on, but I don't have that red light going, you're being recorded. So I know it's weird. I'm way behind on chat again. Got 15 minutes to get caught up. Abstract, how are you doing? Sarcasm says I'm an equal opportunity hater. If I can do YouTube, anyone can. I'm like constantly searching for words when I talk like an old geezer. It's amazing. I'm not going in every other word. I still pick up on. I say so anyway and a lot, and I'm really trying to get better at saying so, and whatever, or anyway. No, I don't usually say whatever. I don't say whatever very often. I got that out of my vocabulary a long time ago. So, and anyway, I'm working at getting out of my vocabulary, or at least using it a whole lot less. Ellen, how are you doing tonight? Heck, Charlie, with your YouTube channel, that helps make a car payment. Yeah, it kind of does. Didn't even really think about it that way. Hmm. Yeah, kind of help. Hey, it works out. If it makes my car payment and I'm basically doing YouTube in my car, it's like DoorDash, or it's like YouTube's paying me for use of my office. Slow day door dashing. Paul, yeah, it Tuesdays are generally slow. I've gotten lucky the last couple Tuesdays here. I think people still order Tuesdays here because there's a lot of more stuff to do out in nature. So people go out camping, hiking, biking, um, boating, surfing, sailing, all the ings that you can do outdoors on Fridays and Saturdays. So at least in the area of the zone that I'm in, I've noticed like Sundays, I can dash consistently Sundays through Thursdays. Fridays and Saturdays, don't even try. My social skills are super bad doing good work since 2018. I haven't socialized much. I just haven't made the effort. Yeah, that definitely doesn't help. I'm an introvert because of my job as I focus on my audits. We hardly socialize with anyone. Yeah, I'm like it. You can let her in. Or not. So, what was I even? Oh, introvert. Yeah, I'm like an introverted extrovert. I enjoy my quiet time by myself. Like going up to the mountain, I I will walk out into the woods and I will sit in the same spot for like hours and just stare off and just take in nature. And then on the flip side, I can go out and I can just have a conversation with basically anybody. Just depends on the day. Depends on my mood. I went from working in an office for 35 years, I love socializing at work, to now I'm being semi retired and hoping for an occasional hand to me order, making friends with wild turkeys now. Better wild turkeys than wild turkey. Just saying. But gotta get out. I gotta get out into your neck of the woods, beer can. There's a whole nother conversation I shouldn't be hearing in the living room. Scoob, just met your channel tonight. I can tell you're very genuine. I thank you for that. Never made so many comments ever. And that's what this Tuesday. First of all, thank you. That's what we do on Tuesday nights. Is there's I don't do topics generally. We talk. The topic is let's talk about whatever. Gig related, not gig related. YouTube related, not YouTube related. Sports. Uh, Pretty much everything but politics and religion. That's basically it. Um, yeah, well, basically with me was what you see is what you get. Only thing I do that I don't do off of YouTube is I do swear a little bit more, but I know that I've been told numerous times that I do have children watching, and I don't want to be that I know they probably heard it before anyway, but I'm gonna be the responsible uncle on YouTube. I'm a dermatologist's worst nightmare. Terrible adult acne, be 33 next month. Interesting you mentioned that. At least your skin isn't breaking out. It actually does every once in a while. One thing that has helped. Oh, I dropped it. Is the cortisone 10. It really helps with the aloe. The aloe really helps. But yeah, I got it. Like I said, I got to go see a dermatologist. Favorite thing about your channel is you use humor to reel people in. It's drama free. We can all be an awesome community. Can't handle the damn channels that have, you made me cuss, that have drama and cut everyone down. Yeah, I don't want to cut anybody down. Like, I want everybody to be happy, healthy, and, you know, have goals, shoot for those goals. Life's too short to be negative and try to bring other people down. There's no point. That's why they say misery loves company. They're just miserable people try to bring you down so that you can be miserable with them. And then they don't feel so lonely. I appreciate it, Scoob. Yeah, I took a speech class, or public speaking class in college, and I ended up dropping the class before it was my turn, my turn to speak. But yeah, like some of you guys just said, you love writing. I can't write to save my life. I had to write, and it actually probably came from me calling 911 on a payphone when I was in second grade. Don't do that. You don't need a quarter. If you even have a payphone anymore. But me and my best friend growing up, we got into trouble, and we both had to write it was like a 300-word essay. When you're in second grade, a 300-word essay is like rewriting the Bible. And we had to write it on why you don't call 911. So I think it was at that moment I realized I really don't like writing. I got all of my writing out in that one essay and being grounded for a month. I enjoy reading though. And most of my audiobooks, I have the hard copy version as well. You know, if you run through all the YouTube live people right now, you definitely will be much more confident on strangers. Scotty, don't get me started. I went on there one night about a month and a half ago. And I ran into a cycle. There was like 5 or 6 channels in a row of people streaming themselves sleeping. I couldn't do that. I don't know where my hand's going while I'm sleeping. I don't know if I'm gonna, pass gas. Why would you stream yourself on YouTube sleeping? That's what those other sites are for. I'm not gonna watch somebody sleep. And the fact that some of those channels have like 1,000, 1,200 people in there watching somebody sleep. Creepy vibes. Ellen, I say so a lot in my videos. I don't really notice that. And so, what if you do? I really don't notice though. The dang smartphone simply made me less of a bookworm maester. Yeah, and working or being in my car all the time, it's like, oh, I'll just put the audiobook on. Yeah, I had both apps going. Well, I had both apps. I have multiple apps, but I had DoorDash and Uber Eats going again today, and nothing but trash orders on Uber Eats. DoorDash wasn't too bad though. If you want to reply to my IGDM after the live, you can chat about details. Yes, I will, but after I eat, because I'm surprised you guys can't hear my stomach growling. I wish I knew when they hire on new dashers. I think was when we don't get many orders. I feel like it comes in cycles or waves. Uh, I don't know why, but I feel like it just happens. It's like all of a sudden there's just completely crappy orders or no orders at all for a couple of days, and then stuff goes back to normal. Extroverts get pleasure in being in social environments. All in Scoob, that's why I'm like an introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert because I enjoy both. There's a time and a place. What's happening in the living room? One of the dogs getting in trouble again. I shouldn't say one of the dogs. It was probably Ella that was getting in trouble. She's probably getting into something. The dog will get into anything. Like I said earlier, the dog is ate glasses, like reading glasses. The dog is eating shoes. Probably a debit card. Uh, Socks, countless socks. Uh, Dragged a bag of cereal out, or drug a bag of cereal um, out just before I went live. So that dog's special. Done got to platinum and not seeing any motivation. Eh, give it a week. Beer can, have a good night. Good to see you. Enjoy the book. I try not to cuss, it's a bit cringe, comes off as a verbal cringe. Sometimes a bad order will bring it out though. There's a time and a place to drop an F bomb. And if you can imagine my sarcasm mixed in with a little bit of swearing, I think I'd make Samuel L. Jackson proud. Charlie's channel is great because it's funny and drama free. I appreciate that, Ellen. I'm actually not afraid of public speaking. You exude confidence in your videos. I got no idea what I exude. Um, it, and I'm okay with that because I've I've put out videos where I'm going, why the heck is anybody going to watch this? And there's some of my highest viewed videos. And then I put out videos, I'm like, this is a good video. Crickets. Like, apparently, I don't know anything when it comes to the algorithm or YouTube. So I just put out videos. I just vlog my day. And if people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. If the algorithm on YouTube puts it out, they do. If they don't, they don't. I've given up. Cauliflower! How are you doing? Good to see you. We're just about to head out. Some other streaming app streamers are sleeping even on Twitch. Yeah, I don't get that. Like, watch me sleep. I would not want somebody to watch me sleep. Like I said, I don't know what I do in my sleep, but I probably don't want to know what I do in my sleep. Scotty says, I'm still in the middle of my own book, How DoorDash Changed My Life. Still a few more pages to go. I would like to read that book. Oh, Jason, yes, no, and I probably snore too. And then sleeping means I gotta wear clothes and like don't make this weird. Uh, like t-shirt, shorts, and all of that. I'm not no. Like I said, I no. The whole sleeping on live stream thing is just. If I'm ever sleeping on a live, I need somebody to call and get an ambulance or something because I'm not sleeping. I may be permanently sleeping, but yeah. Guys, it is 8 o'clock. We've been on for 2 hours. I'm gonna jump off here, and I just realized doing this with that in my hand down here made it a little weird. So on that note, I'm gonna get out of here before things really get awkward. So Austin, Jason, Cauliflower, Samuel Jackson Snake on a plane bit. Tell me it's not ready one more time. Do another hour so I can catch up. Put it on YouTube's. You know, you can email me or message me on Instagram and go, "What's up?" Some of you guys reach out. It's really cool. So I'm gonna go eat dinner. And edit videos so you guys got something to watch tomorrow. So you guys be safe. Alan, have a good night. Austin, Cauliflower, Jason, Scotty, Alan, good to see all of you. Scoob, good to have you here. We will be back tomorrow tomorrow noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. on the East Coast, and we'll be back next Tuesday live. So you guys be safe. Take care. Austin says horns down, go blue. Johnny, yes, you missed it. That's all right. Next Tuesday. See you guys then.